Peace of Rarikama I here or Rarikaba Mystic. Yeah. So it is the fourth month of the Gregorian calendar year, April, you may know it as. And I'm here to do the monthly. I also know it as April, but I choose not to give it that energy. So I'm trying to work it otherwise. Give you the fine details when I get it. But yes, so I'm here to do the monthly reading. Yes, we are a few days in, but if you don't catch me on before 5 days of the energy shift, whether it's the zodiac season or the monthly season, then I'll come in and let you know why there's a halt. But give me 5 days, I'll be good. I'm an entrepreneur, so I've got a lot of projects going on. Yes, toot toot. Wink, I'm not playing. Well, yes, I'm feeling myself a little bit. It's that Aries season, you know how it goes. So yes, but let's get into the reading. And first of all, we start with the relationship card from the Esther and Abraham Hicks teachings of Abraham. What did I say? Esther and Jerry Hicks of the teaching of Abraham's, and this is getting into the vortex cards. And this one here we have for this month is number 26, which is 8. And it reads, I will not try to control the uncontrollable. Okay. It reads, we want you to reach the place where you are willing, not just willing, determined. Not just determined, eager. To let go of the need of control of things that are uncontrollable. Like what anybody else is doing, and give your undivided attention to the only thing you can control, which is how you feel in any given circumstance. In other words, we want you to leave this moment saying, I've decided that I'm going to take life as it comes, and I'm going to do the best that I can do in the midst of what I am doing. Wow, I thought that was very profound, which is why I'm going to read it again. Also, my reading was a bit stuttered, excuse me. I know there's a blur on my camera, I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, hope that helped. Sorry. We want you to reach the place where you are willing. Not just willing, determined. Not just determined, eager. To let go of the need of control of things that are uncontrollable, like what anybody else is doing, and give your undivided attention to the only thing you can control, which is how you feel in any given circumstance. In other words, we want you to leave this moment saying, I've decided that I'm going to take life as it comes, and I'm going to do the best that I can do in the midst of what I am doing. Wowzers, okay? Point blank period is what came to mind. Yeah, it's like we can't control other people. We can't make anybody change. We can only change ourselves, and we shouldn't even force the change. We definitely have to always look for our higher self, but be in the moment. Sometimes we look too far forward, and sometimes we look too far behind or backwards or in the past, and it can be detrimental because then we're not in the moment. We're not living now. And if we're not living now, then where are we living? In the past that's already gone, or the future that's not here yet? Or we can live in the now, in which we can encompass the past and the future. And that is quite key, like let's not try and control things to work the way we want it to be. Be in the moment, appreciate everything that is, and know that this change is always going to come. Be in the now. Don't try to control things. Appreciate full joy the moment, and know that change is always going to come. And move with it. When you feel the urge or the inkling to let go and release, do so. Don't hang on to anything. Yes, as I'm speaking, I am, as the message is coming, I'm having to retrace it, re-step it, and I'm actually taking it in. Okay, so the angel messages are here. And the first one is clarity, and this reads, Angel wisdom reminds you that a busy, cluttered mind is a sick one, and a still, clear mind is a divine one. Allow the wisdom in your heart to radiate out and dissolve the chatter of your mind. Know that your angel has drawn this to your attention and is waiting to help you in your task. Sit quietly so that you can find the stillness within. Then you can shine a pure, clear light onto every area of your life. In the clarity of this light, the angels will reveal a new way of being. You will see things differently and be able to make decisions from strength and clarity. And the affirmation is, my mind is quiet, still, and clear. Yes, when I first drew this card, I thought, wow, that's it's funny because myself, I tend to acquire a lot of knowledge. I'm a researcher, so I find that I have a lot in my dome. And when I read that, I have actually had a discussion once, and someone said, the simplest minds can like really be the most conducive minds, because you might not know a lot, but if you know something in great depth, or if you just know one thing, then you can push that one thing to its heights. And not to take away from myself and others who know a lot of things, and I don't really like that saying about jack of all trades and master of none, because I thrive on variety and like just not always looking to one. But then when I saying that, it reminds me again, and another flip that I thrive on, knowing that everything is one. So I guess that's just the different sides of that one pole, you know. And again, it's about balancing. Yes, we can be, you know, jack of many trades, and we can still master not just one, but a few of those. And that's what I'm working on. you know, we can, because it's in my nature to just be about more than one thing, and I know a lot of us are inclined that way. But we can't get so engrossed into so many things that we're not able to focus and strengthen one thing or a few things to great heights, rather than just kind of be slapdash on everything. Okay, so the next angel message is gratitude. And gratitude reads, your guidance is to count your blessings. When you say thank you to the universe for its gifts, it responds generously to you. Angel wisdom reminds you to say thank you for all that you have, the intangible as well as the tangible. Whenever you say thank you from your heart, more is bestowed on you. for gratitude is key to opening the doors to universal abundance. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude and open yourself to receive love and plenty into your life. Your angels will smile on you. And the affirmation is, I am grateful for everything in my life. Yes, I like to coin it. Gratitude is the optimum attitude. Yes, it's the best attitude. Like, you have to be thankful for every moment, even the moments that don't feel so great in the moment, because there are lessons and reasons and way forward to move forward, to learn, to grow. You know, the simple gratitude is the optimum attitude. You have to be thankful for the good, bad, and the indifference, because it's all just stepping stones. And the last angel message, which is how to move forward, is communication. And it reads, the angels remind you that being spiritual is about being genuine and honest. When you speak from the heart, others feel the resonance of truth and trust you. Talk positively, focus on the good in life, and you will feel happier and healthier. Communication is a two-way process. Listen with interest and respond openly. This will improve all relationships. Communicate constantly with Source using prayer, which is asking, and meditation, which is listening. Always keep channels of communication open. Be a bridge to others' hearts and minds. Ask your angels to step into your aura and communicate in a higher way through you. The affirmation is, I communicate clearly and honestly. Yes, beautiful. And yes, this is a beautiful card. I love this card. It's me. It's yes, communicating honestly and truthfully from your heart, always. Like, why lie? I see no reason in lying. Like, when you're lying, you're giving away your power. Okay? You're shortening your days. For what? No one deserves that. No one deserves that power over you. Be truthful and honest always. Communicate truth and honesty always. People may not always be able to express it, may not even understand it sometimes, but everybody can feel when someone's not telling the truth or the whole truth. Because you know, in this society, we have people that tell half truths, which is just as bad as lying. And that's when the confusion sets in, because people tell you somewhat of the truth that kind of gets you hooked, and then twists a little bit of the lie that kind of spins the whole truth and can make it a whole new story. So yes, communication is key regardless. Like, however you communicate, if you communicate in angst, in anger, that is key to somebody else, to let them know, like, this is who you are. They want to deal with you, they don't, or they don't. That's how, at least it's open communication, and it's still honest and truthful to understand. Okay? But communicate your higher self, which is the truth and honesty, always, your uniqueness. And your major arcana for the major life cycle, major life event, major energy is strength. Strength. The power to tame the lion within is always what comes up for me when I look at the strength card. Like, we have to be able to control ourselves, not ever try to control anybody else, like the relationship card was talking about. And as always, I say that the relationship card is always about not just the relationship you have with others, but always, firstly, the relationship you have with yourself. And the strength card again always comes to me as a sign, a message to tell you that you have the power within. Okay, you don't have to exude that without. Tame yourself. Discipline yourself. If you have a communication problem where, you lie about things, then use the strength within to cultivate that. If you're unclear in your mind, you got lots of thoughts just running, and you don't, you're just not clear in certain things, discipline yourself to take time and do the still work, the prayer and the meditation. And be thankful regardless, even if you feel like you're in a state of just like weakness, know that you have the strength within. And be grateful for just realizing that you have weaknesses, so then you can better attain and grasp and cultivate and thrive and show your strength. And not show as in show, but show as in like show yourself that yeah, I do have the power. I am not meek. There is a time for meekness, but not when it comes to someone having power over you, or just dominating you somehow, using their strength over you. Use your strength over yourself. Control yourself. Control your emotions. Control your thoughts. Control your actions. Control your feelings. Actually, well, feelings are a bit hard to control, but I mean, there are ways to control your feelings, because again, the feelings are not always organic. They're not always natural, the feelings that we get. With the society and the world that we live in today, there are lots of internal things we go through that is not natural or organic to ourselves, which is actually a product of our environment, which is conducive to slowing us down, unfortunately. But remember, we are alchemists, and we have the power to override any of these things. It's just about getting to know. I believe that precaution is precaution. Prevention is better than cure, so we have to be precautious. Get to know what is out there. Again, when I say that, I looked at the clarity card, and don't get yourself too muddled up. Too much information can be a bit like, sometimes when you get into the studies, even like, one thing I must say, someone said to me once, a PhD stands for permanent head damage. And it just cracked me up, and it stayed with me for the longest, and it still is there. Because yes, a lot of studying sometimes can give you headache. Like, you start getting a bit, and so don't bog yourself down with too much information, and don't scratch just the surface. You have to go a little bit deeper to get concrete and confidence in what you are taking in. But don't overdo it. Balance is key. Your ascension message for the month is dolphins. Dolphins, number 23, which is number 5. And it reads, dolphin sonics purify and raise the frequency of water as they swim through it, so that they can access, that they can assess, no, that they, oh, load. Okay, let me start again. Dolphins, number 23, number 5. Dolphin sonics purify and raise the frequency of water as they swim through it, so they can access, maintain, and pass on the wisdom of golden Atlantis and Lemuria. These dolphins, who shimmer with aquamarine light, were the angels of Atlantis. They are mighty beings who help to hold the frequency of the oceans. Choosing this card invites you to tune into the beautiful dolphins and access a message from them. Your guidance is to relax and flow with the current of ascension, knowing that the dolphins are telepathically imparting help and wisdom to you. The affirmation is,